Hi, I'm Karen Dubs with FlexibleWarrior.com, and today we're going to do a little variation of the Sun Salutation that incorporates some heart openers, chest stretches. Alright, so I hope you'll join me. It's going to be less than 10 minutes, so we'll be done before you know it. Let's start with a little bit of a warm-up for the spine. So plant your palms about shoulder-width distance apart, stretch your fingertips out wide, lift your tailbone, lift your chest, think of broadening your collarbone as you lift your tailbone and sink your ribcage. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, pull your belly in, and round your spine, allowing your chin to fall to your chest. Okay, so it's an inhale to lift the chest and the tailbone, and an exhale to press and around and tuck. One more time. Inhale, lift, and open, and exhale, tuck and round. And this just helps to warm up the spine a little bit, so you can do a few extra repetitions if you need to. Curl the toes, let's lift the tailbone and come into a downward dog. And if you're feeling a little tight today, remember to bend your knees and lift your tailbone more rather than rounding your spine. So a bent knee allows the spine to be a little bit longer, and then as you're ready, you can start to straighten the legs and sink the heels. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, look to the hands so you can step or hop forward, coming into forward fold, crown of the head towards the floor, nose towards the knees. On an inhale, we'll press through the feet, lift out and up, stretch through the fingertips, look up, try to lift your chest and heart, and exhale. Hands are going to come behind your tailbone to interlace your fingers. We're going to open the chest, coming into chest expansion, rooting through the feet. Taking a deep breath, you can look up a little bit, and then release the hands down. Let's inhale, reach the arms out and up, and you're going to interlace your hands right behind the skull. Let's open the heart and send the elbows up wide so you feel a stretch and a little bit of a back bend. Take a deep breath. And then release the hands up and down by your side. One more, we're going to do standing camel. So you're going to inhale, reach the hands out and up, little back bend. Exhale, hands come to your sacrum, right at your low back. You're going to inhale for standing camel, a little bit of a back bend, still opening the chest as you anchor through the feet. Take a deep breath, looking up, and then exhale, release. So we're going to incorporate those 3 chest stretches in our Sun Salutation today. So let's inhale and lift up. Exhale, swan dive out, forward fold. This is Sun Salutation A. Inhale, half lift, focusing really on opening the chest today. Exhale, plant the palms. You can step or hop back to plank, aligning the shoulders over the wrists. Elbows bend. You can either come halfway, or if you want to, coming all the way down to the floor. Let's take 3 breaths in a back bend. So you can either stay in cobra, or if you want to push into upward dog, so you're on the tops of your feet and your thighs and your knees are lifted, really focusing on lifting the heart. And then exhale, curl the toes, and come into downward dog. Taking a deep breath in, and then exhale, looking to the hands. You can step or hop forward, forward fold, toes together to touch at the front of your mat. Half lift, focusing again on opening the chest and heart. Exhale, folding nose towards the knees, little hamstring stretch. Inhale, rise up and reach up. And then exhale, hands come behind the tailbone. Inhale, chest expansion, a little back bend. And exhale. Inhale, reaching your arms out and up. Hands behind the head. Inhale, open up. Again, to feel that nice stretch all across the front of the chest and shoulders. A little back bend. And then release the hands down. And one more time, inhale. And we're going to do the standing camel variation. So hands come behind the sacrum tailbone. You're going to inhale, lift, and back bend. So don't strain the back at all. You know, you might just be here, which is going to be enough of a back bend and a lift for you. Or you can go a little bit deeper if that feels okay for your back. Release out of that. Let's add on. Let's inhale and lift up. Exhale, swan dive out to fold. Again, focus today is really opening the heart forward as we come into our half lift. Plant the palms, step or hop to plank. Bend the elbows, either come half or all the way down. So hovering halfway if you're going to come into upward dog. 3 breaths here today. So let's really focus on lifting up with the chest and heart. Point the toes, one more breath. And then exhale, curl the toes, And let's come into downward dog. So moving on to Sun Salutation B now, we're going to add on those heart openers. So a little variation today. So let's step forward with the right foot, flatten the outside edge of the left foot to the back edge of your mat for your warrior base. We're going to inhale and open the arms out and up. And just like we did before in a standing position, we're going to take the hands behind the tailbone for our chest expansion with our warrior. All right, so just multitasking a little bit. Opening up the chest, let's bring that right thigh parallel to the floor and really feel a stretch across the front of the shoulders. Now if you feel like you can do a little bit more, take the arms up and away from the tailbone. If it's feeling like it's too much, relax the arms down. Let's take one more breath. Right thighs parallel to the floor. And then release the arms. Roll the shoulders back and down from the ears. We're going to inhale, open up just like warrior one, except we're going to take the hands behind the base of the skull again. Opening up, lean the skull back into the hands a little bit. Look upward. And then release. One more variation with the arms. Should be feeling it a little bit in that front leg. You're going to inhale. Imagine you have a big rubber band that you're going to pull back and down on. So you're feeling the front of the chest and the shoulders stretching as you draw the elbows back and down. Look upward, take a deep breath, and then reach and bring your hands down on either side of your right foot. Pivot your left heel up, step back for a strong plank, bend the elbows, come half or all the way. Inhale, let's focus on that back bend for 3 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Making sure that you take full breaths, all the way in and all the way out. And on your next exhale, you can curl the toes, lift the tailbone, and meet me back in downward dog. Find some stillness. And on your next exhale, step your left foot up and in between your hands. Back heel pivots flat for your warrior base. Arm variations today to focus on the chest expansions. We're going to inhale, lift up, left thigh parallel, best you got. Interlace your fingers behind your tailbone. Open your heart, so you're really feeling the stretch in front of the chest. Really good to practice these things, especially if you sit at a desk all day or if you're a cyclist and you're kind of used to rounding forward a little. We're going to maintain the legs just as they are. Inhale. Take the hands, interlace them behind the base of the skull. Open up, a little bit of a back bend. Should feel as if you're leaning back a little bit. Breath is smooth. Release the arms. One more arm variation. Inhale, lift up. Imagine you got a big rubber band again. You're going to pull down, open up, lean back, take one more breath. And then bring the hands down on either side of the left foot. Pivot the right heel up. Strong with your plank. Elbows bend. Even here in your plank, feel the heart pulling forward. Open up into your cobra or upward dog. 3 breaths. See if you can lengthen out the breath a little bit more. And on your next exhale, curl the toes and meet back in downward dog. On your next exhale, let's look to the hands. Step or hop to a forward fold. Half lift, opening up the heart forward. Exhale, folding, nose towards knees. Reverse swan dive, standing up. And one more time for your standing camel. So hands at the sacrum. Inhale, open up the heart. Lean back a little bit. And release. Slide the shoulders back and down for the ears. So you should feel like your posture is a little bit more open.